So, you're thinking about starting your journey in the fitness world, health, exercise, whatever that may be. Now, I understand this can be a very intimidating task to get into. There's so much wealth of knowledge and videos and difference in opinions on the internet. It can easily become overwhelming. You could also be coming from a starting point that you feel self conscious of, which can make it all the harder to actually put yourself out there and get started. So I have a few simple questions for you to ask yourself that'll help you begin this journey and ease your way into it and ultimately set yourself up for the best success long term. So start by asking yourself, what activities do you enjoy? Do you have any somewhat physical related activities that you currently enjoy, whether that's leisurely bike rides, mountain biking, road biking, just biking with your kids, outdoor walks, around the neighborhood, walking the dog? Do you enjoy swimming, whether that's for recreational purposes or professional swimming? How about martial arts? Have you ever had experience training any form of martial arts, or do you have any internal desire to learn that sport? So what sports have you played in your past, maybe years and years ago as a kid, but you had fun at the time doing those sports? Maybe it's something you'd like to pick back up on and relight that match. So don't get too worried if you're not a person that desires to be outside sweating and going after these hard physical activities in sports. Maybe you're not that type of person. You're more of an indoor person. You don't like to put yourself through those extreme physical conditions. That's all right. So start to think, what indoor sports, what indoor activities maybe you enjoy. Would you like walking on a treadmill inside of a gym, inside of your home? How about indoor biking? How about indoor rowing, yoga classes, hot yoga, basketball, indoor courts, indoor pickleball, indoor racquetball? So as you can see, there's a host of different activities and forms of exercise you can get started in. I make this such a big point because I don't want you to get overwhelmed and turned off by the idea of the tough physical training and weightlifting and that there's only one way to exercise. There's so many ways to exercise. So in combination with that question, you should start to ask yourself, what resources do you have available to you? Do you have weightlifting gyms? Do you have large recreation centers with indoor tracks and swimming pools and tennis courts, basketball courts? What do you have available to you? Do you have any really nice outdoor community parks with sports fields and pools, etc.? So once you kind of understand what you have available to you and what activities you would like to be doing, next define what your schedule is. What is your commitment level as well? Let's say you work 9 to 5. What time of day would you like to work out? Would you be willing to work out? And how many days per week? Let's say you're really not a morning person and you know that you're going to end up quitting on yourself if you set to morning schedule. So let's plan from the start to avoid that, and let's fit it in the best that it would work for you. So following this question, I would ask, what is your desired outcome? What is your goal? Why are you even doing this? What would you like to get to? What point would you like to achieve? What is your backstory? So really the combination of what your goals are, what activities you will actually enjoy doing, and what resources you have available to you, the combination of those three factors is ultimately how you will find the best fit for yourself for long-term success. Okay, so now that you have it all squared away, the last thing I would highly recommend if you're just starting out is get a partner, someone that can hold you accountable, you can hold them accountable. Maybe they're just starting in their journey like you, and you can both start to rise together. If you don't happen to have that person in your life physically with you, then please try some online resources. There are a ton of either just videos on YouTube that people post daily and weekly, online forums and communities where you can interact with other people in your same stage, maybe even people who are slightly ahead of you that can offer some guidance in what they've done that worked for them. So to bring this all together, like I mentioned in the very beginning, the whole point here is don't get overwhelmed. So I don't want to be sounding like I'm giving too many options and too much to think about, but just try to keep it very basic, very simple. What you enjoy, what you could see yourself enjoying, what you would like to learn and improve upon, and that feeling of progress and getting better at something. So comment below if you are getting started, what your plan is. Maybe if you have already been into fitness and exercise for some time, how did you make it work for yourself?